Hello, everyone. It's Mark, and Bodie has made his college choice. He chose UC Davis. Yay! Go Aggies! So, Christy and I are very excited for him. And the one thing that I'm going to do, or I guess there's a lot of things I'll do as he gets ready for college, but the one thing I'll do that'll help me with this transition, which is a kind of a big deal to me, that he's moving away, is I want to find him like the perfect college bike. If you know Davis, you know it's a campus of bicycles, and the city of Davis is a city of bicycles. So my job that I've given myself is to find him the perfect bicycle for his time at Davis. So join me on that journey. All right, so if you know me, you know I like making lists, and you know I also like to do research before I purchase something. So for the bike, I came up with a list of the features I wanted on this bike. So first of all, it has to be a used bike. We don't want a new bike. So used, inexpensive, I guess, are the two things on that part of the list. Second, it needs to be a hybrid bike, meaning that it's a bike that's ridden in essentially an upright position, not like a 10-speed where you're stooped over it. It's not going to be an electric bike. Third, it needs to have fenders. It rains, I guess, in Davis in the winter, and so I want to have fenders on the bike so the tires don't, get his backpack or his clothes all dirty when he's going to class. Fourth, chain guard. If you're wearing pants, you don't want the pants getting caught in the chain. So the chain guard will, keep your clothes and anything else, shoelaces, etc., out of the chain. Where am I? Fifth, kickstand. You can always add a kickstand, but want a bike with a kickstand on it. Sixth, wanted to have an internal hub as opposed to a derailleur system. And maybe 3 to 8 gears. Davis, when I was there, seems like a pretty flat place, so I think 3 gears would be sufficient for riding around campus. But I want it to be an internally hubbed bike. I don't think I've ever owned a bike like that, so I'm just kind of interested in anyway. And the last criteria is that I really want it to be not a cheap bike, but a good quality bike, even if it's used, that is durable and that will be able to, survive for years at UC Davis. So those are the criteria. Let's go start looking for bikes. All right, so I did my shopping or my searching on Facebook Marketplace, and I found 4 bikes that I wanted to go through here. This first bike is a REI co-op bike. This is, I think, the City 1.1, listed for $350. And so this bike's a little too expensive. I think a little too nice. It will stand out, I think, on campus as a nice bike and maybe be more desirable to thieves. Certainly a high quality bike. It also, no fenders, no chain guard, no kickstand. It has derailleurs both front and rear. I don't think at Davis you need to have that many gears for what you're going to be using this bike for on the campus. A great looking bike, but just maybe a little bit too much on cost and too little on the other features. All right, so the next bike looked at was this Manhattan Green 8. This is a company that's still in business making commuter bikes. You can find them online. This one checked a lot of the boxes. It's a nice upright hybrid bike. It has fenders, chain guard. I don't think it has a kickstand. It has an internal geared hub, 8 speeds. Good looking bike. But it's all scratched up. A lot of I don't know how that happened, but this bike has a lot of scratches on it. So not a huge deal, but and also the price at $200 is a little higher than what I'd want to spend. All right, next I found this Schwinn 3-speed internal hub bike. This would be, I think, a bike that can fly under the radar in terms of it looks, like every other bike you might see on campus, but no chain guard. and no fenders. It does have the 3-speed internal hub, a really dirty chain, and at $80, I mean, the price is certainly right on that bike. And then the fourth bike I looked at was this Giant Via 1. This is also an internal hub. This is a 3-speed. This bike has the fenders. It has the rack, which is kind of extra, wasn't on my list. It has a chain guard, kickstand, upright riding position. Looks like a pretty nice seat. And again, the 3-speed internal hub. So this bike is, checking most of the boxes, all of the boxes here. And a good looking bike. With an added, it looks like an add-on bell that is also a compass. So those are the 4 bikes that, when I did my Facebook Marketplace, jumped out. And we will join me as I purchase one of those 4 bikes.